If it's connected to the banking network, a lot of encryption, making sure that everything is safe and secure.
Yeah.
So sending me the SMS. Okay, and we'll go right to left on it. So, and like I said, by the time you're done, you'll understand how the whole thing operates. So logo, you've already seen that. You go in there, it's your profile and
Yeah.
where you want money deposited. There's updates that people have asked for that are what I call super fluff. It's stuff that's not needed to run the system, but people are like, can you please do it? So we have
Yeah.
announcements here. The bell
Okay.
will be functioning soon. It's an update that we plan on doing. That's going to let people know of new changes to the software because we're updating so fast. The Live Preserver does work. It's video tutorials. If you go in there, let's say that you sold computers, your profit margin is 20%, you have no money in the bank. Going through the video tutorials, by the time you're done, you know how to finance and stay in the black according to your business, your product, your service. So that's a huge help. This is another update that people have asked for. Every business has a consumer dashboard. I own also a sign company. I finance my clients, but at the same time, I have installers that I use every once in a while, and they'll finance me.
Hmm.
Credit application. Once you're set up, once we know you're verified, you're going to go into credit application and you're going to set up your specific credit application that they sign. Okay. Very easy. Takes about 2-3 minutes. By the time you're done, it's all set up and it stores it. Once it's stored, that's what gets sent out to anybody that you're looking at financing. Dashboard is what we're on. It's kind of an overview. This is an update right here that people have asked for, and that will be a running total of all the money that is being kept by businesses that would have gone to Visa, MasterCard, Discover, Merchant Services. The community just wants to know how much money they're keeping from the larger companies. That leaves customers and payments, and that's pretty much the only buttons you really use, which is the exact same as that button and that button. So now we go to customers. To add a customer, you just click add a customer, put in their name, email, phone number, hit send credit application. It sends them an email, says, hey, you need to sign up for Woji if you're not already with Woji. Go in as soon as you do. For a consumer, it takes 2 steps. It's Plaid, bank verification, and their information, and it's done. Once they're in, your credit application will be sitting in their dashboard for them to review and sign. Once they sign, they'll go from pending. So these are all people that I'm waiting for them to sign the credit application. Once they do, they become current customers. Now I can finance them, and I can finance multiple times. I can do multiple payment plans with them. So for dentists, this really works well because a mother will sign the credit application and she may have 4 kids. And so she can do multiple payment plans.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do Adam. So I'm in Adam now as my customer and I can add a payment plan. Okay. It's a simple walkthrough, question and answer with suggestions. So most people use QuickBooks or Wave, invoice number. Give me a description of a product or service.
Balanced growth mentorship.
Balance growth mentorship. Okay. What's the total amount of that package?
15.
15,000?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Now let's say that you're requiring, how much are you requiring down?
At least 3,000.
Okay. That's perfect. So they're financing 12,000.
Okay.
Okay. So let's say that they paid the deposit on credit card and you're saying, okay, I'm going to set up the payment plan. So this is what you're
By the way,
doing.
do I have to require, can it be no money down or
It
how
can
does it
be,
work?
it can be, but we suggest that you always do money down.
Okay.
Okay. Finance start date. Let's change this to package. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Finance start date. So they're receiving the package today.
Okay.
So I put in that date. Auto payment. What is the date of the first payment? We're going to have the first payment. If you notice, I can control that first payment. So I'm going to put it for the first, and I'm going to do the first of every month. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So now I'm able to get money quicker. I don't have to say, okay, it has to be on the 17th of every month. I
Yeah.
can schedule it. So so I adjusted it to where, 2 weeks I get a payment and then it'll be every month. Agree with the terms. Next step. Interest rate. Okay, keep it single digits. Pick an interest rate.
Oh, for me?
Yep.
Oh, so I pick this for them?
Yep. Yeah, you get to decide everything.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be simple and say 3%.
Okay. You're nice.
I'm too nice. So, but for that 3%, is that going to me? Is that going to you? How does that
Okay,
broken
so
down?
by the time we're done, you'll understand. Okay,
Okay.
but let's put it at four.
Let's
Just
put no, put it at 5. Yeah, put it at 5. Just to
okay,
see.
put it at five. Okay. Monthly auto payment. Now, this is what we always suggest. Okay. Don't worry about 6 month, 12 month, 18 month, 24 month. This, you want to make it so that it is not a hurt. You know what I mean? You want it below the threshold. So ask them, what can you afford as your monthly payment? They're going to usually tell you threshold. So you lower it below that.
Okay.
So let's say they say, I can afford $600 a month. And you say, well, since you said 600, we're going to put you at 500.
5. I was going to say 5. Yeah.
Yep. If they said three, go 250. Do you see what I mean? Get it below their threshold, and it makes them sign on the dotted line so much faster. Service fee
Mhm.
per transaction, service fee. It's your money if you want to charge it. Suggestion is $0 to $4 per transaction. Do you want to charge it?
Yeah, $3.
Okay, $3 per transaction. Bounce payment. If they bounce payment, what do you want it to be? 15 to
25.
25.
25.
Okay. This is the portion that we patented. It's not going to make sense right now, but since the
Yeah.
payment is 500, I'm going to put this at 350, and I'm going to put this at 200.
Mm.
And then a late fee, let's put that at 25 as well. Interest hike. You're in Utah, right?
Hmm.
Okay. So Utah, on a signed document, the interest can be whatever you want it to be. But let's say that we're in a different state,
Hmm.
and the state max, only because I know what I put in this. Let's say the state max is 24%, but I forgot when I
Uh-huh.
created my credit application. So if I put in, let's say 27%,
Uh-huh.
it's telling me I can't.
Ooh. Yeah, the state max is 24. Yeah.
Yeah. So I already know, do you know what I mean? It's keeping me safe for my state.
Hmm.
Let's put in, I'm going to put in 21% on this one. Send payment plan. Okay, now what it's doing is it's sending them an email saying, hey, you can go in your dashboard. There is a payment plan for XYZ company ready to go for you.
Yeah. Was this
And
just a fake customer you just had?
yeah, this is the demo site.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So in their dashboard, it looks similar, but it's green. They're going to have a tab, contract needing review. But if we go down, let's see, we did Adam, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's Adam. And there it is right there, balance growth. And it's a verification pending, meaning it's waiting for them to sign.
Mm.
Once they sign, it's going to change to approved and the whole system starts running. It's going to start tracking the interest, everything. So the last thing that you have to do is under customers. Last thing under customers is you want to make sure they're toggled on for automatic withdrawal. And he is. Okay. It's just, and now it's running. It's tracking the interest, automatic withdrawal of monthly payments. Don't have to stress about it. Now, this is what's really funny is I honestly feel like I'm the guy that invented the buy now button online because it really is stupid. Okay. I'll be honest with you. It is stupid. Everybody out there in the fintech world are brilliant, but common sense is kind of thrown out the window.
Yeah.
So I'll give you an example. One of the things when we submitted for patents, we were told this is international patents as well. We were told, good luck, you don't have a chance. And they said, but just put in as many points as you can. We put in 28 points and got 21 of them.
Mm.
They couldn't believe it. The reason why is because it's all common sense stuff that's been left out. For example, toggling auto withdrawal on and off. So imagine on any other platform, a client calls you up and says, hey, I am not going to have enough money in my account for the next 4 days. Can you just hold off on the auto withdrawal?
Yeah.
On any other platform, you would
I'd say no way.
say, yeah, thanks a lot for calling. You're going to get a bounce payment fee of $20,
Yeah.
$25. Your interest rate is going up to 22%. Appreciate the call. There's nothing I can do about it. With this, you would just say okay and toggle them off.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saving the relationship because your real asset is your customer. Without them, you don't make money. Okay, that's it for customers. Now payments. Payments are covering any of the human error portion of a contract that can happen of a smart contract. Okay. The biggest thing is what if they don't pay? You know what I mean? That gets resolved with what we have. I did, you can imagine with the sign company, it started with the sign company. I started financing signs. I went through the whole collections thing, dealing with trying to collect. I figured out a solution, started using it, and I went 22 years at 100% collection on signs, equipment, furniture, coaching,
Holy
trees, LED
cow.
lighting. I just
What?
started, yeah, I started just messing around trying to figure out. And when you think about it, I can't take a Lolo's barbecue, repo it, and sell it to another barbecue place. It just doesn't work. So I had to be careful. I had someone claim bankruptcy and I still got paid.
What?
Yep. So once you see this last process, you'll understand why. Okay.
Okay. Let's see it.
So this is the portion that seriously, like I said, I feel like I created the buy now button online. It's that stupid and it'll make sense. So there's 5 tabs. The first one is for it's mainly for reporting. So you don't use that one. This is another patented update we're working on. This is for investment properties. This one right here is if you forget to toggle them back on, you can submit the payment. But now we have late submission and insufficient funds, which are your only 2 major things that happen. So if we go to late submission, Lance asked us to wait 3 days. So 3 days later, I come back in to manage it. Has the customer contacted you to request a later payment date? Yes, he did. On this one, it's $49, the late fee. You know what? I'm going to waive it. I'm only going to charge him 10. So I have total control of the late fee. I hit submit. It pulls the late fee and it pulls the payment and toggles them back on to automatic withdrawal and it starts running again. Okay. Easy, solved the problem, kept my customer happy. Now insufficient funds, right? This is the nightmare. What if they don't pay? Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I can solve a bounce payment in 7 seconds or 7 minutes, depending on if I talk to them. Okay. And we tell everybody you want to talk to your customer because they are your asset. So we need to manage it. So I click on manage. Okay, here's the balance. Here's the monthly payment that bounced. Here's the current interest rate. So I call up Dave and I go, hey, Dave, how's it going? I noticed that you bounced a payment of $200. Is everything okay? He's like, oh, man, I'm so sorry about it. No, seriously. I'm asking, is everything okay? Well, actually, my wife was in a car accident. Oh, man, is she all right? Is she in the hospital? Yeah, she got bumped up a little bit and she's coming home, but it shouldn't be a problem. Well, you're probably going to have medical bills. So how about this? Totally understand what you're going through. Let's lower your payment to $97 for the next 3 months. Will that help you out? That quick, I can resolve the issue and keep them happy. Now, does it bother me that I'm lowering the payment? Not at all. I'm just making more money and I'm keeping my customer. Okay, so then we move on. Dave, there's a bounce payment fee of $49, but don't worry about it. We're not going to charge you now. We're just going to apply it to the balance. Now your interest rate has gone up to 19%, but you know what? Since I know what's going on, I'm going to put it at 15. I'm going to leave it at 15, and I'm going to put a note in here that after 2 months, we'll drop it to the original. I only know this. Oops, original 7.8%. As long as those payments come in, we'll take care of it. Now, tell me what bank would do that?
Nobody.
No one.
Yeah. In fact, banks are so stupid now. If they're all driven on AI, they're not driven on relationships. They're all driven on AI. And if they see that, like, wow, you're getting close to the max on a credit card or something, they don't reach out. They just slam that down and they start to minimize their risk. And it says to me, as soon as like that's taken care of, I'm no longer their customer because I start banking on certain things. And if it's not there, screw them. So
yeah. No, I like Wells Fargo. Yeah, Wells Fargo.
American Express. Yep.
Wells Fargo. I had an account with them. I used to do fix and flip. I had an account with a running account of like 10, 20 grand, just nonstop. You know what I mean? It was a line of credit that I was using towards fix and flip. my interest rate was like, I don't know, 6%. We were making the regular monthly payments. And all of a sudden I get all these bounce payment fees or no, uh, partial payments, and I'm like, what in the world's going on? And
Yeah.
so I contacted the bank and they go, oh, your interest rate went up to
Yeah.
11%.
Thanks for
And
telling
I
me. I
go,
never
oh,
agreed to that.
I go, what?
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm in good standing with you. I've never missed a payment and you've done this to me. And they
Yeah.
go,
It's
well,
ridiculous.
we did it to everybody.
Yeah. Of course you did.
And I walked into the bank and said, I want all my money out. I'm closing my bank account
Yep. Yeah.
and left. So yeah, you
Yep.
can understand this is something that customers don't leave.
No.
Your clients do not leave because they know that you're being taken care of. I've
Mhm.
had every kind of situation happen. Uh, Wrecks. I've had businesses move locations, move cities. I've
Mm.
had, let's see, what else? I've had, oh, God, what else? Marriages, buying a house, medical bills, uh, wife lost her job, um, kids being born. You know what I mean? Uh, Kidney failure. And every time, all it was, hey, what's going on? They would tell me, I'd say, okay, will this help out? And every time they're happy. COVID, when COVID hit,
Oh
called up
man.
all of our clients and we said, hey, we're going to cut your payment in half. Are you okay with that? Interest rate is not going to change. It's still going to be single digits, but we're cutting your payment in half. What do you
No
think
one's
all of
going to
them
be
said?
complaining.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, they were all happy. Had one that I just said, hey, we're going to put your payment as low as it can go. Her industry completely collapsed. It was
Mm.
the cruise industry.
Oh yeah. That industry
Yeah.
suffered bad.
So she had no money coming in. So I said,
Yeah.
you know what? We're lowering your payment to nothing. Her interest rate was 7%, I think, or 6.9. So we were still a help to her. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Okay. So there's one last thing. What if I call and I can't get a hold of them, right? That's the other issue.
Yeah.
Well, they've already signed the credit application. So this is what I would do. I would come in here. I would put that at 97. I would probably only do it for 2 months. Let's see, I would apply it to the balance. This is going to 19%. And no, they're not getting this deal.
Yeah.
And I'd run payment. I call every once in a while. Let's say that 3-4 months go by and I finally get a hold of them. Dave, this is how the conversation goes. Dave, I've been trying to get a hold of you for 4 months. When you bounced payment back then, your interest rate went up to 19%. I've been trying to get a hold of you this whole time so that I can lower it. Now that I got a hold of you, I can put it at 15 and I'm going to put a note in here that as long as payments are okay, come through, that we're going to drop it 1% per month until it's back down to its original rate. Now Dave's kicking himself saying, crap, I should have answered my phone.
Yeah.
I've done like numerous stuff with this. This is an automation. This isn't automated. This is something that you have to decide what you want to do with this. And the reason why is because it's been used so many different ways that we haven't been able to come up with just a system for it. People just like the creativity.
They like being creative.
Yeah, I had one guy that bounced payment and I was dropping it like 1% per month and he'd bounce payment, it'd come down a couple months and then it'd go right back up. I think his name was Quinn. And I'd call him up and he'd always give me the bounce payment fee. And I go, Quinn, I'm sick of your interest rate being so high. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop it back down to the 8.9 or whatever it was, 8.9% right now. And for now on, if you bounce payment and you call me before I call you and I can get the bounce payment fee, I'm going to leave your interest rate at that point at the 9.7 or 8.7 or whatever it was. And what happened? Like clockwork. I got a phone call. I didn't even know it bounced. You know what I mean? The email came through. I didn't see it.
That's funny.
And I just told him, hey, yeah. He's like, oh man, sorry, I bounced payment again. Okay, well, I'll take the bounce payment fee. You're fine. Interest rate stays the same.
So in the meantime, in the meantime, if you're dropping their payment per month, that means you're getting paid less per month, correct?
You're getting paid less per month, but it does mean that it extends longer, so you're making more money in the long run.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see what I mean? It's always a win.
So if we're the bank, then how are you guys profiting from this?
Now we get to the fun part.
Yay.
Okay. Yep. Which I love about this because we call it transparent ethical relationship-based financing.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And so we're very transparent. So this is how we make money. You start out no cost. You can do your first payment plan without a subscription. As soon as you have 2 active payment plans, that has to be payment plans with a balance that have been signed on the dotted line by your customer. Okay. You can add 30 in there and it doesn't make a difference if they're not signed. Okay. Once you have 2 active payment plans, it goes to $19 a month, and you can have up to 20 active payment plans.
Oh, wow.
Then it tiers up from there to $49, and you can have up to 50 active payment plans, and then it goes $97 for 100 active payment plans. Now the tiered subscription automatically goes up and down. So if you have 21 plans and someone pays off a plan, it will automatically drop back down to 19. It doesn't say, hey, you reached the $49 level and you have to stay there all year. It's nothing like that. The subscription is to cover things like Plaid, which is expensive. That's the immediate bank verification.
Yep.
The 2 companies that are required for verification, the connection to the banking network, security, encryption, can all be covered in that little subscription.
Great.
Okay. So we don't really make profit there. Where we make our profit is a percentage of the interest and fees that you decide to charge.
Okay.
So, and if you notice, what did we tell you on that? Keep it single digits, right?
Yeah.
So why in the world would we do that when that's our profit?
Oh yeah, it doesn't make sense unless
No.
you just are wanting to,
Our-
make it simple, I guess.
Our goal is to help out as many people as possible
Yeah.
and teach ethics in financing.
Yeah.